ko. Pag na-check up ko kung sakto naman yung ko. Dura ka gagawin. Ula! Saydara! Ay! Gato ka na ganyan.
Hurry up na.
Sige na. Mob.
Plus 13.
Tab.
No, for example, let's just write any sentences. Just write any sentences. Just write one sentence. Any sentence. Put a period. So, dali na siya mag-footnote. Insert.
Sally went to the store! Ano na matutunan?
Doon, di ko baliwang.
Austin. Blank, 3 columns.
Ina-footnote mo na ma-add ka sa ano.
Dua.
This is page number, footer.
Hello, Papa!
Order.
Ma.
Stipay, teach me how to put a footnote in the Microsoft Word. I think I forgot how to do it.
Should I make more sentences? I have more in my mind.
Oh, this is header, yeah.
Change the sensation. Bombaya.
Close on. Let's read for a while. Plus 13. Sources of information. Plagiarism. So what is plagiarism? Read.
Plagiarism is a term that can be defined as not giving proper credit to an author or source by using ideas or words of another as one's own. In simple terms, plagiarism is stealing the ideas, words, drawings, photographs, charts, graphs, or speech of another person and claiming that they are your own original thoughts or words.
So a persuasion
paragraph uses facts or examples to prove your argument. This might be facts or examples that are known by most people. For an example of general knowledge, look at the topic of the hump or humps on a camel. The hump is mostly fat that is used for energy when food and water are not available, such as when a camel is traveling in the desert. If you want more factual information about the hump or humps on a camel, such as the weight of a camel's hump, you will need to search for that information.
That's what we did last time. We want to learn more about the penance. We research about it. So sources for facts about a topic include the following. So where can you find information about hump of the camel? So aside from the internet, you will find those facts or information where? In encyclopedias, books, magazines, articles on the internet, with parental supervision, that's internet, experts on the topic. So it means you took an information from another person's.
Yes.
So through the encyclopedia, the books, and the magazine. So by taking this information, you needed to recognize those. So after reading an article in the encyclopedia, you learn the fact that the hump of a mature camel might be 80 pounds. So this information must be credited to the source where you found it. So this information was found in the World Book Encyclopedia. So to avoid plagiarism, follow these guidelines. What are you gonna do
Use
to
your
avoid
words.
plagiarism? You
Use
have
your
your
own
own.
words and sentences. When you use ideas from outside sources, you must give credit to the source of the information. In the paragraph about camels, you write the following sentence. A mature camel might have a hump that weighs 8 pounds. Notice the small one that follows the sentence. This small number is called the superscript number. A superscript number tells
Tells
the
the
source
source
of
of
the
the information. So
information.
write the MS Word play for a while.
I'm gonna make another sentence. Hi, Sasha.
Hurry up, Tish. What do you want to do, Sash? You want to join on the homeschooling? So for baby, the very naughty for baby. Write a sentence for example. Tish, come on.
1, 2.
Hurry up, Tish. Period.
Saya went home after her play date. Dad. Hi, Sasha. Hi, Baba.
Be. Click the insert. Insert.
Insert. There's no word insert. Oh, that word. Okay. No.
Baby, kayo nalipat ko naman.
Footha. Let's search Google. 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 Wala eh. Hindi ko Google. Just give Sasha to me. Just
Sa'yo muna ba dati?
Goodbye, Sao! Goodbye, Sasha! Oh, doon muna, Sarah. Oh, try us din. Oh, no.
That's page 1.
Close header and footer. Close. Ayan. See? Full time. Oh. 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 Click or tap with your
Reference tab.
reference tab. References. That one.
Lain. Ito. Insert. Insert footnote. Now I know how to do footnote now.
Let's reset it.
What I did is a header and footer, which is wrong. So this is what you're gonna do if you took that information, for example, from the internet. You have to copy the link. For example, you got an info from that internet. Well, for example, with this one,
Wikipedia.
you took this info. What are you gonna do? You have to click this one. It's gonna be like that. Control C. Then go here in the
Control C.
Control
C.
V.
What's Control B?
Paste. So you have the info already. So the number one here. What does
That's
that
not
mean?
penance.
For example only.
That's my idea.
Gani ba example only? This is for example only that you're doing footnoting. So the number here on top, is called what? The superscript number. So what do you call the number on top? That's a superscript number. So the superscript number here will connect with here at the bottom. So for example, if someone is reading your sentence, they're gonna be rerouted to this one here in footnote here. It means you got this info from this kind of website. So the small number on top is called the superscript number. So a superscript number tells the source of information. It tells where you got the information. Do you understand, Tej?
I felt my bone.
Read this one. You're not paying attention. When you use
exact words or sentences from outside sources, you must give credit to the source of the information. In the paragraph about camels, you copy the following sentence. The hump of a healthy camel may weigh 80 pounds or more and usually makes up about 120 of the animal's weight.
So for example, you copy the whole sentence from the encyclopedia where you took the information. So the sentence is copied. If the sentence is copied directly from the encyclopedia, you really have to write the footnote. So when you use exact words or sentences from outside sources, you must give credit to the source of the information. So by getting credit to the source of information, what are you going to do? You have to write a footnote. So since it is the exact words of the encyclopedia article, quotation marks are placed at the start of the sentence and at the end of the sentence. So if you just took this information from the outside sources, you gotta make sure you wrote a quotation mark. Since it is the exact words of the encyclopedia article, you have to write the quotation marks. Start of the sentence and at the end of the sentence, and don't forget to include the footnote. So then a superscript number is placed to tell the source. So if you took the information from the internet, you have to copy paste it and you have to write it here. So in every sentence, like for example, you copy it directly from the source, you have to write the footnote. It is when you're writing the persuasion paragraph only. So what is footnote? Footnote.
The superscript 1 tells the reader that at the bottom of the page, you have provided the name of the source where you found the information about the weight of a camel's hump. The information at the bottom of the page about the source is called
footnote.
Footnote.
So what do you call the information here at the bottom?
Footnote.
It is called footnote. So the
So
number here on the end of the sentence, that is called superscript. Do you understand? So look at the bottom of the page to see the footnote. So in the second quarter, we don't need to add footnote yet in our persuasion paragraph. We're gonna be practicing how to write footnote in the third quarter. So read class 14, sources of information. Yeah, that's why in the next persuasion paragraph that you're gonna be writing, you're gonna learn how to write footnote. So in class 14, read this one. Sources of information, footnotes. Read this one, Tish. Class 14.
I'm gonna make another sentence.
Later na. Read.
When you are writing a paragraph or a report, you use
And you
an idea from an outside source or the exact words of sentences
sentences from
from
an outside
outside
source.
source. You need to give credit to the outside source. This is done with the footnote.
Mhm.
A footnote provides the name of the source where you found the information. If
If
you
you are
are
typing
typing
your
your
paragraph,
paragraph or report on a computer,
ask your
as a parent or
parent.
an older sister or brother to show you have how to insert a footnote. I don't have
We did it
brothers.
already. Mother A. Then at the bottom of the computer page, type in the information about the source. So that's what we did a while ago. So if you are handwriting a paragraph or a report, write the
Write a
small one
small.
after the period of the sentence and go to the bottom of the page to write the name of the encyclopedia, book, magazine, article on the internet or expert with whom you spoke. So for example, this is the examples of how to write a footnote. For example, if you got the information in the recent ballotage, if you got the information from the encyclopedia, what are you gonna do? You have to write it like this. At first, you have to write the number one there. If it's in the computer, it's automatically
The
like that.
World Book
You have to
Encyclopedia.
write the name of the book or the name of the encyclopedia, the World Book Encyclopedia, edition or year. What edition of the book is that? When was that book published? Then title of the article. It means the title of the book. Camel. By. Who is the author? Name of the author. You have to write that one. So if it's an online encyclopedia, what are you gonna do? Name of encyclopedia, edition or year. Name Encyclopedia Britannica 2008. The title of the article. Camel Mammal. Author's name. And internet address, you have to write this one. Do you understand? So for example, with this one, so we write with this one. What are you gonna do? Then you have to write the Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia practice. For example, name of the encyclopedia, Wikipedia, you have to type it there. Hindi ka mag-space. It's in the front. The name of the encyclopedia is in the front.
Wikipedia.
Spelling.
There. Good.
Wikipedia.
The
Check it abala properly.
It says there
The free encyclopedia.
See.
The free encyclopedia. See, that's how you do it if it's an online encyclopedia. Pedia, then
encyclopedia.
Then comma. So you have to know
That's an internet
gani edition or year. Edition or year.
Title of work, publisher, or ano.
This is an online encyclopedia.
Wikipedia, encyclopedia. It's encyclopedia.
It says so free encyclopedia.
Oh.
So, what is this edition? 2000?
29, I don't know. Mm-hmm. 2001.
No, penitential. External links niya. Ay, nakabutang. This page was last edited on March 1, 2004.
Wait.
So,
last year
2000.
is month.
Last month.
Last month. Yes, last
so
March.
You have to write 2024.
But I thought March is first.
Just year only, edition or year.
2024.
Then comma.
Comma.
Then title of the article. For example.
Camel.
No, the title of the article is Penance, for example.
Why are you going?
You have to write quotation mark.
Why?
Hurry up, quotation mark, shift.
I know how to get manual.
Then, what else?
Kama.
By. What's the name of the
By.
author?
Let's go again.
Name of the author if it's available. Let me see.
There are. We can see it how. It's not available, so no.
So there's no name of the author. So no need to add the name of the author if you couldn't find the name of the author. So delete it. Delete the word by. If there's no name of the author, just skip it. And then just write the website. Write the name of the website, and you have to write when did you access it. You have to write accessed by type. And when did you open it? Access. Small letter. Accessed. Access. Then the month today is April. So you have to write when did you access it.
April.
Comma.
Yeah.
April 6.
Yeah. Enter.
Then close parenthesis.
Close parenthesis.
Period.
Parenthesis. Period.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Footnote. So if it's, for example, if it's in the book, if for example you find the information in the book, what are you gonna do? You have to write this one, the superscript number also, then author's name, the book title, the year of publication, and the page number. On the page number on where did you got the information? Did you understand?
I'm gonna get a book.
Did you understand?
I'm gonna get a book. Should I get a book?
Close, Anay.
Get a book.
Another one.
This one I'm gonna make it long.
No need na. This is just practice. Write a sentence. Get a book.
This one?
Where's the book?
I know what kind of book I'm gonna get. Guess what kind of book
Hurry up the stage.
Guess what kind of book I'm gonna get?
I don't know.
Just get Vilma. Just guess.
Hurry up na.
Just guess. Naman.
I don't know.
One guess. It's called again. What? So what it is? Huh?
I don't know. Hurry up na.
Just guess Vilma. Go again. Ano iba lang?
Hindi ko kano. I'm not in the mood right now to guess.
Kasi get late.
Write the sentence. Then
Wait, I'm gonna
look for the one sentence only. Hurry up, ah.
I'm sorry. This book is very
I told
big.
you hurry up.
I have to find one. Where is it, man? Where's the Oh my gosh, this iPhone already. Okay.
Up na. Just use a short sentence.
Yeah, this is short. Done. Ma, done.
So what did you do? So if it's like that, for example, don't make a tab. For example, amo na siya. So what did you gonna do? Go to references, insert, footnote. Click, do it, and you're gonna be rerouted at the bottom. So what you're gonna do, if you're using a book, you gotta write the author's name. So what is the author's name?
Let me think. Hang.
You have to write the author's name.
Done.
Then comma.
Comma.
What are you gonna do? You have to write the title of the book. What is the title of the book?
Done.
Then what's next is
Tama.
year of publication. Where can you find the year of publication?
2011.
So enclose it with a parenthesis. No, erase the comma. You don't need to put a comma. I forgot. Then year of publication. Then no comma. You have to put a comma. Then page. What page did you get the? Just write the number of the page. Then put a period. So that's how simple it is when you're writing a footnote. If you're getting an info
Can
in
I
a
just get the word
book.
page here? The word page.
No. Then magazine or article. So if it's a magazine, you just have to write author's name.
We could paint this mountain.
Yeah, on the Monday or Tuesday. Oh, hello, Sis Jen. It's been so long since I streamed. I decided to stream even just an hour today. An hour or
Hi,
two.
B. Hi, B.
That's a magazine. That's different. Let me see.
This is a magazine. I think so.
And then, hurry up. For example, if you're getting an
Papa,
info,
is this a magazine, Papa?
that's a magazine. So, if, for example, if you're getting an info from a magazine article, you have to write the name of the author. Oh, I sent you a message in IG. I was asking for a vegetable recipe. If you know any vegetable recipe, because I'm trying to cook a lot of vegetables lately. And then within this week, I will try to cook the I forgot the pea soup that you give me. I bought a what you call it? I bought a split pea already, but I haven't bought a ham yet because I don't know what to buy last time when we were at the Hy-Vee. The hams are too big, so I'm a bit of confused on what ham am I gonna buy. So if it gets warm up, I'm gonna go back to Hy-Vee again so that I can buy the needed recipes. But I'm excited to try it. Oh, thank you so much, Sis Jen. I hope you're gonna share it with me because I'm not familiar with some of the vegetables in here. So most of the time, the one that I'm cooking is Filipino type of vegetables. My husband,
Unial.
he rarely eats it. He's so
Unil.
picky. So that's why I send you a message if in case you know any American vegetable recipe that is healthy. Look at any recipe from Once Upon a Chef and it's super easy recipe. Once Upon a Chef. Okay, I'm gonna take it down.
What help ma?
Once Upon. I could be able to Google it, Sis Jen.
OMG. Oh, no, that's not her ata. It's her.
The problem is I don't know the name of the vegetables in here. I'll send you an email with it. Oh, thank you so much, Sis Jen. I'll give you my email ad later after I stream.
Si Cardi bigay mong med ni gali.
Ara naman yan. We're not in
Mama ka daw!
chismis thing. So, magazine. Write the name of the author. Hurry up na siya. Write the name of the author. For example, you get the info from the author. There are a bunch of articles in the magazine. You have to choose one only. So, for example, you get an article from this one.
Ano that one? Yeah. No. 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 That ano ba na?
Oh, from this one.
What is that?
Scoop. All the Hollywood news you need to know.
By Rachel Descent.
Oh, then, I'm manning a mga magazine. Papa, have a bunch of magazine there. I don't like this kind of magazine.
Abi, I have
gossip.
a lot here.
Let's gossip magazine.
That's my thing, ma. I have a lot of here and here.
Oh, okay, Sis Jen. I'm gonna check it out once I'm done. Once I'm done streaming. And I've got a new hobby also. I'm doing loom knitting. I made a bunch of Benny already. Next time I'm gonna stream it. This is what Tasha made this, Sis Jen.
I don't know yet.
She crocheted it, but she don't know what it is yet. At least she's getting good with crochet.
A little bit.
She's the one who made this.
Oh, this one.
Don't do that. Do that.
Boy, I would. Bok. Tatali mo dapat na mo.
Hurry up na bala. Look for an article like ARP or what. Magazine.
Some of these are for tatay. Not this one. Yeah, that's ugly.
Oh, that one.
No. Yung may hindi mo tigulan.
Hurry up na bala. Tish, you're wasting time. Tish, I'm gonna be mad.
And this one is this beautiful 25-year-old girl. I hope she's certified. Certified. I'm gonna break this bottom.
I like this one. So, if it's in a magazine, for example, you got an article from this one. So, you have to write the name of the author. Name of the author is Amber.
Bye.
For example, write the name of the author. Oh, okay, Sis Jen. I'm gonna check it out.
Wow.
I'm gonna check it out later after I'm streaming.
Wow.
It's the link for the recipes that I'm looking. Then the name of the author, comma. What else? You have to write the title of the.
Shush. Ma.
You have to put a quotation.
Ma. I love you. Wish me love you, yeah?
I love you too. Thank you so much, Sis Jen.
Just drink your gut. What is this title, man? Done. Mama, can you hand me over my water? Oh, ano man to? Siya man to
Ikaw
mo.
marites ka.
Naiyak lang na siya.
Oh, then, it's not big letter mo. It's not big letter. See? You ended up, and you don't need to put parentheses. You have to
You said
put quotation mark. You're
What's
not
quotation
listening.
mark how?
This one, quotation mark. Oh. We
What's
studied
quotation
it
mark?
already. Bala in English. Smarten up.
Well, call that to comma. To shrink your gut.
To shrink your gut. Then close. This and then the next one is the name of the magazine.
Come on.
What's the name of the magazine? The name of the magazine is Health.
You sure that's the word health?
Yes, that's Health. Hurry up na.
Health. Martes.
Health. Then comma. Publication date. When was this published? April 2022.
Okay.
You don't need to put parentheses. Put a comma, Tish. Then, what page? What page is the article?
Yun,
For example,
Wilma,
na to nalipatan ko na.
buhok na.
Be quiet, Tish, ha? So for example, where did you get the info?
We'll check number here. That's 13.
12. So that is 13. So you got the info there.
And nothing else.
So you know how to do it, and then you have to put period. So it's very easy to put a period at the end. So it's very easy to write a footnote. So if it's in the internet, for example, you get an info in the internet, erase. We're gonna make another one. So we're gonna be looking an article in the internet. Things, for example, things to do in spring. For example, so
Picnic.
no, for example, you get this info.
I don't want to lecture Besum.
So what are you gonna do if you're footnoting from the internet? You have to write the name of the author. So what's the name of the author in the article?
Lisa Milburn.
I'll write it there.
Limalekto.
Oh, because Stacia love to do tweenie all the time. We got a bunch of we got a bunch of matching clothes, sis Jen. So I gotta do it also because she's an only. She doesn't have any sibling. So
done.
I'm her sibling at the same time. Hurry up! Don't do that. My face will turn red.
I'm gonna give a
Hurry
mark.
up, internet. Then title of work. What's the title of the article? What's the title of the article?
70 plus fun spring activities to do as the weather warms up.
So, for example,
75. Where's the plus? Plus. There.
Shift.
No. Pass. Fun. Spring. Fun. Spring.
Activities ka ba? Ano yung pili mo? Nga title man.
Activities. No, no thanks. We don't need a coupon to do as to do as
The weather.
the
Weather.
weather once
Oh, si Jen said, Tasha, you are so fun.
thank you.
And then she said, great job, Tasha. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Ouch. Hurry up na. Put a quotation. If you're writing a quotation mark on that one, then the other one, then comma, then publisher or owner of website if available, and if date, yeah, if only available. Publisher or owner of website. So the owner of website is this one.
Real simple. Ooh. So you
Real
should
simple.
let
Right. Real
simple.
Comma. And date. What's the date?
March. Comma.
No parenthesis. No small letter, Tej. Big letter.
You said small letter.
The others are small letter because you made the letter A.
That was accident. See, I remembered. Look.
March 7. Hurry up. Comma. Then you have to put space. How to do the copy paste of the website? What you gonna do? Just click it.
Control.
Not yet. Click it.
Click it.
Oh, Control C. Go to the
MS Word. Here.
Control
V.
V. Oh, you got there already. Then you have to put a open parenthesis.
Yes.
Accessed by so you know how to do it na? Put a period. So if, for example,
our brain.
that's enough na. We're gonna read after this. So interview. So person interviewed, date of interview, and interviewer. So for example, you are interviewing a person. So person interviewed, date of interview, and the name of the interviewer. So if you have questions about plagiarism, that you know how to do it already. So person interviewed, date of interview, and the interviewer. So for example, the person interviewed is Jason Mason, PhD. He was interviewed in August 26, 2016. And who interviewed him? By Michael Parks. If, for example, you just watch the article and you have to write the name of the person being interviewed and you quote that person's words. You have to write the name of the
I don't know what to do.
interviewed and the date of the date of the interview and the name of the interviewer. Oh, see, okay na, that's very easy.
Okay, let's make this one. Elizabeth. Elizabetta.
Get the get the other book. So we're gonna read.
Oh, ang tawag na do this one? Decuse. Elizabetta Decuse. That's a word, Elizabetta, no?
Oh, for example, PhD.
What's PhD?
That's the degree of the person. School degree. You'll know it once you grow old. PhD,
period,
comma,
comma.
oh. Date of interview. When did the interview happen? Mm. Ano nang 1109 man? You're not born yet by that time.
Well, I'm not.
Be realistic.
Well, I'm not. Well, I'm not Isabella.
Mamin is, hurry up.
Oh wait, wait.
Be realistic bala. For example, the interview happened in 2023
I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, that's too.
or in
I'm gonna make this
2022.
something. With that, no.
Hurry up na, Tish.
Not
You're
July.
wasting time, Tish.
What the what?
Hurry up na, Tish.
What's how to spell? Uh, Time.
Sala. There's no M there. Wait na kumatakaan ha.
Wait, ba? September.
Oh, hello, Sissy girl Lala. Thank you so much. We're doing good. It's been so long since I streamed.
September
So I thought of like
6,
streaming today, even just a couple of
1909.
hours. And by the way, I watched your videos. I like your garden. I hope I can plant those kind of crops here also in Illinois. I'm planning to plant outside when it's no longer cold. Uh, Last week I planned it, but
There.
apparently the weather is
Done.
so harsh.
Why am I blurry? You're so no?
It's cold again, so I wasn't able to plant outside.
Why am I so blurry?
So I'll be planting outside, me and Tasha, if the weather warms up. Because I bought a spinach seeds in Amazon. I'm planning to plant it. I hope it will grow. Yeah, I'll try to take a video of it. But I think I'll be planting in a pot only since we're living in the apartment. Hi, girl Lala from the Gathering Within. Hi, the Gathering from your girl Lala. So 1893.
1893.
That's not reliable. Bahala. Put a period na.
Then ano 19 19 1928.
Ambot. Anastasia.
Leo gadgets are there, di?
Ano na bala 2023. Hurry up na.
1998
Oh, then period. Period. Hurry up na bala. Then you gotta put a period. Then interviewed by.
Let's make this mama as one of the.
Yeah, because I used to do that also when I was in the Philippines. I plant in the containers. And at the same time, I plant in the boxes also. So I'll try to plant outside. Though I have an aero garden here, but I tried to plant eggplant in our aero garden, and it turned out it was not edible. I don't know. It's probably not suited for the aero garden. So I'm trying to plant outside again. The gathering. I love looking at other people's gardens. Live in part of northern Ontario where our grow zone is very short. Northern. Oh, that yeah, sis Jen. I love looking at garden also, especially vegetable gardens. So you know how to do it, Tej?
Yes, 1991.
Then you have to put the word
That's the date.
interviewed by. That's 1984. So interviewed by. Put a period there. It's not a comma. You change it. I put a period already. Oh, interviewed by.
In
It's true, sis Jen. We have a longer winter. I really plan and I thought I can start planting already by March, but apparently it didn't turn out that way. Still a little bit cold because I'm trying to teach Tasha how to plant in the soil also, so she's gonna be helping me
You already
outside.
told me last time.
Yeah, so we're gonna do
Why
it
in the
again.
Philippines?
But that's different there. We're gonna do it here.
Marisa, Marisa, Angele, Marisa, de años
Ano man?
ni.
Hurry up.
Wait, when it's Mexican, de años.
Their day is big letter because that's part of the
De años, nios,
period na.
de Carlios.
Thanks for wasting time na and playing around. That's enough na. Get your book. We're gonna read. Because we're gonna be reading 2 chapters today because you didn't read last night. Hurry up because I'm gonna put you to bed early. You gotta be sleeping by 10:30. Reptage. It's enough na. Put a period there.
I don't know if this is
So that's how you do it.
Carlios. I hope there's a name.
Imo ka naman. So that's how you do it, ha? If it's in an interview, at least you know, and you know already how to do the footnoting.
Ginawish mo tayo niya. Ako to bala.
So that is just an example and the practice. Get the book.
What book?
The book report that we're reading, we gotta read 2 chapters. It's not here. I give it to you last time when you're cleaning up.
Where's that? No?
Oh yeah, cause the last time I streamed, she's still very tiny. So that's why I decided to stream again. She's almost nearly as tall as me already. I did, and my dog ate all my pepper plants and strawberries. Oh. I have so much wildlife around here. Here with us also Sis Jen. Last year, I tried to plant garlic and what else, guys? Garlic and onion outside. And then I got so devastated because the squirrels and the rabbits, they every morning, every time I tried to water it, oh, my garlic is no longer inside the soil. It's been dig up by the rabbits and the squirrels.
It's gone, it's gone, it's gone.
If it's not a deer, it's a beer. If it's not a beer, it's bobcat. Oh, well, that's good, Sis Jen. I love to live in a place like that. I guess it's very quiet and at the same time also it's good for meditation. Yeah, you're gonna like her channel, Sis Jen. She's planting a lot because she lives in Florida. Yeah, I saw her what you call it? I saw her cooking videos also. But the problem only there are limited supplies of vegetables that I can buy here in Illinois. There are certain vegetables that are only available in Florida and it's not available here in Illinois. That's really my some of my problems. And if there is, it's frozen. Sometimes I don't like eating frozen vegetables. Uh, Saint Rose of Lima. We're gonna be reading for a while.
What is this? Aruba. And snore. Snor. Snor. Snorkeling. School.
I'm here in a Tage.
Scuba. It's hard to read the cursive. Let's get camping ma.
And we're gonna read. Bihibalate.
I'm gonna read.
I'm gonna read also more.
In your mind.
Not even so, I'm still
I'm still
reading.
reading also.
A friend in I can't see.
Let's get something
Behave.
to get.
A friend in need.
A friend in
We are now in
need.
chapter
We're
7.
almost done. How
You gotta read
this
also
one is
chapter 8
very fast to read now.
because it's not so thick. Read chapter 7. This is the book she's reading. She needed to make another book report out of this one. Have you ever tried ordering vegetables through Amazon? Oh, I haven't tried it. I didn't know that you can order vegetables through Amazon. Like fresh vegetables, Sisia girl. I have lots of heritage seeds. Mm. What is a heritage seed, Sis Jen? Come here, Tish. I ordered spinach seeds and what what do you call it? We call it malunggay in the Philippines, but I forgot the name here in the States. I'm gonna try to Google it later. Read a friend in need.
A friend in need. As Rose grew older, she obtained her father's permission to care for many other poor women who were ill. A special room was set aside for these unfortunates. It was known as the infirmary and very rapidly became a real haven for Lima's sick poor.
Mm-hmm.
Rose's heart was full of love for these sufferers because her heart was full of love for God. To be good to the sick was to love our Lord, no matter how sickening a disease might be. Rose did not refuse to help anyone. Sometimes a really terrible infected woman would be too much for her stomach to bear, and she would have to leave and go outside for a few minutes. Then, after pulling herself together, she would turn out to her patient with a kind smile on her face. As the months passed, several Indians reported that they had been cured of their ailments at the infirmary, especially after Rose had let them hold her little statue of the child Jesus. This statue, they insisted, was miraculous. Rose herself referred to it as the Leo Doctor. Despite her daughter's popularity with the poor of Lima, Maria de Oliva sometimes lost her temper over the number of cases in the infirmary. That's Rose Flores.
Mm. Read the aren't there.
Aren't there enough hospitals in Lima without turning our house into one? She demanded of her husband one day. Santa Ana, San Andres, San Lazaro, really, there's no reason why Rose should keep so many wretched women here. Gaspar, it makes me sick. Gaspar Flores smiled hardly. A day passed that his energetic wife did not complain about something. We have a big house, Maria. Surely Rose can use one room for her charity. Charity, Gaspar, do you realize this is the year 1606? Rose is 20 years old and not married yet. Surely I have a right to complain when she spends hours at a time with sick Indians and Negroes. Why can't she be interested in meeting some nice young men for a change? What good would that be?
You
Know
know
what
what
the
the
child
child
told
told us.
us. A shadow crossed Maria's face. So Gaspar really believed that his daughter could never marry because she had promised herself to God at the age of 5. What nonsense! No child of 5 understood about such things. If Rose doesn't marry, I'll die of shame, she declared flatly. Or already people are starting to talk. They say there's something wrong with her mind. That she's strange. Gaspar sighed. Rose had always been different from his other children. Even when she was very small, there were things about her that puzzled him. The stories she told, for instance. Was it really possible that the child Jesus had taught her to read and write? That she saw her guardian angel, that the Blessed Mother often appeared to her as she worked in the garden. Maybe it's God's will that Rose enter a convent, he said presently. We owe at least one of our 11 children to the religious life. Maria, Rose is well suited, it seems to me. That girl enters a convent over my dead body, proclaimed his wife grimly. For years I've placed all my hopes on her marrying well. Do you think I'm going to be disappointed now? What Gaspar thought was the use of arguing. During the 29 years of their marriage life, Maria had always had her own way. There were many in Lima who agreed with Gaspar, however, declaring that Rose had all the qualities necessary for a religious vocation. Eventually, though, this came to include the city's treasurer, Don Go- oh, I thought it's
Don Gonzalo
Gonzalo
de
de
Massa.
Massa, a native of Burgos, Spain. Don Gonzalo had arrived in Lima in the year 1601. Spain. I just realized Spain is Spain. Spaniard.
Continue.
I thought it's Italy.
Shortly,
Shortly
shortly
thereafter,
thereafter, he
he
had
had
met
met
the
the Flores family. Despite his wealth and high rank, he was an exceedingly humble man, and his Negro and Indian servants considered themselves fortunate to work in his house. Don Gonzalo hear mass every morning in one of the city's several churches, and hadn't he given orders that no poor person
was
was ever
ever
to
to be
be sent
sent
away
away.
hungry from his door. As for his wife, Doña Maria de Osatigue, where was
Was
a
a
finer
finer
Christian
Christian woman
woman
to
to
be
be
found.
found? On the morning when Gaspar and his wife were discussing
Discussing
discussing Rose's future, Don Gonzalo was on his way to hear Mass at the Dominican Church. It was the day after Easter, a bright, cheerful morning late in March. As his carriage rolled swiftly through the narrow streets, Don Gonzalo chuckled. The children were waiting for him as usual. Ragged urchins who knew he always carried a bag of silver coins just for them. There were shouts of welcome as he approached, and the eager youngsters to
scrambled.
scrambled toward the carriage. God bless you, young friends, he cried, scattering a shower of silver coins through the air. Take care the horses don't trample them. John, si, senor, smiled the Indian driver, but neither he nor the horses needed a reminder to go carefully. They knew what to expect when Don Gonzalo set out for Mass in the morning. The carriage had almost reached the Dominican church when the great bells of the cathedral suddenly began to sound. Their heavy, solemn notes said that death had come to some important person. Presently, other bells joined in the mournful music. From all corners of the city, the deep tones bloomed out, in strange contrast to the joyful Easter trains of the day before. Don Gonzalo sat tense in his handsome carriage. It's my old friend, Father John de Lorenzana, who's dead, he thought. Why didn't I go to see him yesterday as I planned? I had plenty of time, even if it was Easter Sunday. It was too late to mend matters now.
Has his
As his carriage swung into a side street, Don Gonzalo murmured a brief prayer
for the good,
for the good Dominican priest who had been his confessor.
then
Then
he
his eyes brightened as he saw a familiar figure coming down the street. The holy negro Martin de Porres. Martin had at first been just a simple
tertiary
tertiary helper
helper
at Domingo.
3 years
Th-
later.
three years late, 3 years before, however, in obedience to his superior's demands, he had become obedient to
A
a
regular
regular lay
lay brother.
brother. The greater part of his 27 years had been spent in ministering to the unfortunates of Lima. It little mattered whether the sufferers were rich or poor. Spaniards, Indians, or Negroes. Brother Martin's charity knew no bounds, not a day passed. Moreover, that the wonders worked by his prayers were not experienced by some individual or household in the city. God be praised, said Don Gonzalo. The very man I want to see. John, let me out here and take the carriage home. I want to talk to Brother Martin. Si, senor, said the Indian with a quick smile. The lay brother was walking slowly, his head bowed and his lips moving in prayer. He wore a patched white habit under an old black cloak. On his arm was a basket of food. A small brown dog, tail erect, trotted happily at his heels. Wait a minute, Martin. The lay brother looked up. Good morning, Your Excellency.
May the
May the
blessings
blessings of this holy as Easter
tide
tide remain
remain
with
with
you
you forever.
forever. Don Gonzalo stretched out a nervous hand. Brother Martin, could it be that these bells are tolling for Father John de Lorenzana? Has the good man gone from us?
The lay
The lay brother
brother
smiled.
smiled.
I
I
was
was with
with Father
Father
John
John
this
this
morning.
morning.
He is no longer ill, but that can't be. Last week he was at death's door. He will be out of bed tomorrow. Don Gonzalo stared. Then these bells ring for
For
another.
another,
Yes, Your Excellency, a message has come
come
from
from
Senya.
Sanya.
Archbishop
Bishop
Turbius
Turbius
died
died
there
there
4 days
4 days
ago.
ago.
Oh.
No,
No, he passed away Holy Thursday afternoon, said Brother Martin calmly. Although no messenger could get here until now, many people have already guessed the truth. The nuns at the Monastery of the Incarnation, for instance, saw a bright cross in the sky last Thursday. There was an eclipse of the moon that night, too. The sisters believed these were signs to show that God had taken the Archbishop to himself. By now, the continued pealing of the bells had brought hundreds of people into the street.
as
As
the
the news
news
spread
spread,
that their beloved Archbishop was dead, many of them burst into tears. What would they do without the kindly man who had been their spiritual shepherd for 25 years, who had shared with the poor all his worldly goods? Then Gonzalo sighed. I was in
oh,
last week. Martin,
Martin,
there was a boat just in from Spain and I had orders to inspect the cargo. But there's no excuse for my not knowing about the Archbishop. This morning my daughter
Michaela.
Michaela tried to tell me something about those signs in the sky. Rose Reid could not rise from her knees. Who's that guy? Oh?
I don't know. Not later. May God forgive
Forgive
me.
me, I was in too much of a hurry to listen. Martin smiled. I think I know why, Your Excellency. You wanted to hear Mass at the Dominican Church, and now I've made you late. Don Gonzalo shook his head. No, Martin, there's still a little time left.
But you
You
are
are
going
going
somewhere
somewhere
with
with that
this.
with this basket of food. The lay brother nodded. There's a poor woman in the next street who's suffering from leprosy. You'll say a prayer that her health
Improves.
improves. Don Gonzalo smiled. Brother Martin had his own way of going about his works of mercy. He always asked the prayers about
Of
of
other
others of his sick for
for
his sick friends. Then, when the latter were suddenly cured, he attributed the wonder to the other people's
goodness.
goodness.
Sometimes
Sometimes he even said it was some new medicine. I said prayer, all right, replied Don Gonzalo. But you're really not fooling me, Martin. Haven't we just finished the holy season of Lent? In that time, you must have done enough good deeds to cure an army of lepers. Martin shook his head. Your Excellency, why make fun of me? I'm only a poor Negro.
mm,
A poor Negro who spends himself for others. God bless you, Brother Martin, and say a prayer for me too. What with a hasty handshake for his saintly friend,
friend
Don
Don Gonzalo
Gonzalo heard
hurried
off
up
to the Dominican church. The place was crowded when he arrived for several masses were being offered for the
repose
repose of the soul
soul
of
of
Archbishop
Archbishop
Terbius.
Trebius
A young lay brother led the newcomer to a seat near the epicene side of
of
the
the
church,
church.
close to the rosary shrine. Here, Father Francis de Viga, the newly elected provincial of the Dominicans, was offering mass. Don Gonzalo settled himself to assist at the holy sacrifice
With
with
proper
proper zeal, but presently he suffered a distraction. It was caused by his sudden glimpse of two people a few yards away. The first was a young man of 22, who shifted restlessly from one position to another. The second was a girl of 20, head and shoulders draped in a black lace veil, her whole being intent upon the actions of the priest at the altar.
that's
That's
Rose.
Rose Flores, Don Gonzalo told himself. Wouldn't you know she'd bring Ferdinand to church on such a day as this? Try as he would, Don Gonzalo found it increasingly difficult to take his thoughts away from the girl before him. Now,
How still
how
she
still she
knelt,
knelt, watching
watching
Father
Father
Francis
Francis de
de Vega
Vega offer the
offer the holy sacrifice. Yet
yet
she must
be
be
weak.
weak. Only yesterday his wife had told him that Rose had scarcely tasted any food during the whole of Lent. She better off in some convent, thought Don Gonzalo. Probably the only thing that's keeping her out is the fact that that her family is poor. They need the money she gets from her flower sales. Besides, Gaspar Flores is probably too poor to supply his daughter with a dowry. Quite suddenly, Don Gonzalo was struck with an idea. Why couldn't he be of help? As a man high in circles, he had plenty of money and influence.
It
It would
would
be
it would be
would be
Only
only
a
a
small
small
matter
matter
to
to him
him.
to see to it that Rose had an adequate
Wait, dowry.
dowry and that her family received some honorable kind of help. I'll do it, he told himself. It will be a real pleasure to help the child. And as he pondered the part he was about to play in this young girl's life, Don Gonzalo felt a great wave of happiness sweep over him. But he wondered, when he offered Rose the chance to become a nun, which of Lima's 5 convents would she choose? Perhaps the newest one, the Franciscan monastery of Santa Clara, that the good Archbishop, Lord rest his soul, had founded only 2 months before. The more he dwelt upon the idea, the better it seemed. The life of a poor Clare nun was hard, yet Rose surely knew how to bear suffering. According to his wife, scarcely a day passed that the girl did not have some sacrifice cheerfully accepted to offer to God.
Mhm.
Once she's in a convent, she'll be prepared at
She'll be
she spared
spared
at
at
least
least
one
one
trial,
trial.
thought the man. She won't have to keep avoiding the young men who come to pay her flattering compliments, and her mother won't be able to marry her off to someone who isn't worthy. Suddenly a little bell tinkled. Don Gonzalo looked toward the altar with a guilty air. What's the matter with me? He chided
Chided
himself.
himself.
I haven't
Haven't
been
been paying
paying attention
attention
to
to
this
this
mass
mass
at
at
all.
all. Martes si Don Gonzalo. Don Gonzalo is Mickey Martes. Oh, thank you so much, Sis Jen. And Sis your girl Lala wasn't able to see the messages. Yes, I just checked out Amazon. You can order fresh vegetables through Amazon. Oh, that's good to know. I'm gonna take a look on it. If they do deliver fresh vegetables
Very good
here
ba?
in Illinois. Let me see. Oh, thank you so much, Cecilia girl. Thank you so much, Sis Jen. Sis Jen said Tasha is a lovely daughter as well.
Thank you.
And her husband is so supportive. Thank you so much, Sis Jen. We are now in farewell to Santo Domingo. Then after this, you're gonna go to bed. This is the chapter 8. The next chapter will be tomorrow. Then we down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come here na. Farewell to Santo Domingo.
I'm your wall. You cannot enter.
Hurry up.
You shall not enter.
It's 10:21. You gotta go to bed early, or else you're gonna be sleepy again tomorrow. Farewell to Santo Domingo. Read. Farewell.
Farewell to Santo Domingo.
Don
Sasha.
Gonzalo.
Hey. Wait, this is not. This is your hair.
Because you bit me.
I
Read.
Don Gonzalo.
Farewell.
Farewell. I just said that already. Farewell to Santo Domingo on. Oh. Don Gonzalo was not the only one to think it well for Rose to be a poor Clare.
Her
Her old
old
friend
friend
Doña
Doña
Maria
Maria
de
de Quinones,
Quiones
Quinones
Quinones
had had
had the same idea ever
ever
since
since.
she had helped her uncle. Archbishop Terbius established the Franciscan monastery of Santa Clara. Why don't you want to be a nun? She asked one day as the two sat talking in Gaspar's garden. Think of the peace you would have in the convent.
Think of
Think of
the
the happiness
happiness
of
of
giving
giving yourself.
yourself wholly to God. My dear Don Gonzalo has told me everything. If it's a matter of the dowry or what your family will do without the money from your flowers, don't worry another minute. Don Gonzalo will look after everything. Rose nodded. He wants me to be a poor Claire, she said slowly. And you have the same idea. Oh, Doña Maria, I don't know what to do. The
The woman
the
smiled.
woman smiled. She knew what was the trouble. Long ago, Rose had given her heart to the order of Saint Dominic, and as yet there were no Dominican nuns in Lima. You're 20 years old now. If you're really sure you don't want to marry, I'm very sure, Doña Maria. Then why
Because she wanted to be a Dominican nun. But this time, there's no Dominican nun in Lima. So, then why wait?
wait?
If
If
God
God
wanted
wanted
you to
you to
be
be
a
a
Dominican,
Dominican,
surely
Dominican, surely
He
he
would
would
have
have
seen to it
seen to it that
that a
a
convent
convent
of
of those
those
nuns
nuns
should be here for you. Saint Catherine of Siena was a nun. Perhaps I could be a Dominican tertiary just as she was, and live in the world, put up with all kinds of misunderstandings. Rose, my dear, a long time ago I told you how hard it is to lead a single life in the world. It takes a very special grace with the love God has given you for prayer and sacrifice. Well, I can't help thinking you belong in a convent in Santa Clara. Naturally, the monastery of Santa Clara is very close to my heart, but there are four others in Lima. How would you like to be an Augustinian? The monastery of the Incarnation is the first convent for women in the New World. It would be a great honor to be accepted
there,
there.
Rose.
Arose the girl's side. It really shouldn't matter so much. One could serve God under the rule of Saint Augustine or of
Of
Saint
Saint
Clare
Clare
as
as well
well
as
as under
under
that
that of
of Saint
Saint
Dominic.
Dominic.
Why why did her whole soul
So
cry
cry
out
out
to
to
be
be a
Dominican?
Dominican. Why
Why
had
had
she
she
always
always taken Saint Catherine of Siena for her special model? Even the black and white butterflies in her father's garden, she had always prepared them to any other because
others
they reminded her of the true colors in the Dominican habit. Weeks passed and finally Rose confided
confided
confided to
Ferdinand
Ferdinand that
she had made up
she had made up her mind. If Don Gonzalo was still willing to provide her with a dowry,
in a few years this white habit would be hers to be. She would
she would
become
become
an
Augustinian
Augustinian
at
at
the
the
monastery
monastery
of
of the
the Incarnation.
Incarnation.
An Augustinian,
But
but
what
what made
made
you
you
change
change
your
your
mind,
mind,
Rose?
Rose?
I thought you didn't want to go into a convent. Sh- Ferdinand,
Ferdinand,
you mustn't tell
you
anyone
mustn't let
You mustn't let
anyone
anyone
know
know
about
about this.
this.
You mean you haven't told father or mother? The girl shook her head. No, she said slowly. Just now, only my confessor at Santo Domingo knows about it, Father Alonso
Velasquez.
Vasquez. And what does he think? Didn't say much, just give me his blessing and a few words of advice. The young man looked at his sister thoughtfully. Better than anyone else in the family, he knew
How
how
faithfully
faithfully she had given herself to prayer and good works. It had always been that way, even when they were small children, and now she was about to make the greatest sacrifice of all. You're sad about something, Ferdinand. Not exactly, but I'm going to miss you, Rose. I can't imagine
what
what it's
it's going
going to
to be
be
like.
like to come home and not find you somewhere about. You've always been here and when I wanted you. Now, if I want to talk to you, there
There'll
will
be
be bars
bars
between
between us.
us. Maybe other nuns listening to what I say. That's the way it is in convents, isn't it? Hush, someone may hear you. What if, what if they do? They have to know sometime. I wish, cried Rose, I could tell the whole world right now, but Father Alonso says to keep it a secret. Even father and
Even
mother,
from
father,
father.
even from even from even from father and mother. By the way, will you do me a little favor? What the mother abbess expects me at the convent next Sunday afternoon. Will you take me there, Ferdinand? I can't very well walk over by myself. The young man nodded. It was a Spanish custom that no girl of good family should ever walk through the streets
Escorted.
unescorted.
Many
Many a
time.
time he had to accompany us on a visit to some church or convent. Of course I'll take you, he said quickly. Maybe such a good deed will go in history. For the rest of the week, Rose was very busy, and not only with her flowers. For some time now, she had been doing fine sewing and embroidery. Several wealthy ladies were her steady customers, and the money that came in from this new venture was a great help to the family. It won't be too different when I gone away.
When
I've
I've
gone
gone
away,
away.
she told herself. Thanks to Don Gonzalo, what would I do without such a good friend? Not only has he given me a dowry, he's promised to look after the family and see
That
that
things
things go
go
along
along
as
as
usual.
usual.
Dear Lord, I do thank for Don
I
Gonzalo.
do thank
Thank
you
you
for
for
Don
Don Gonzalo.
Gonzalo.
Bless him every day of his life. At the hour appointed on the Sunday afternoon, Ferdinand and Rose
Set out
set out for
for the
the monastery
monastery
of
of the
Incarnation.
Incarnation.
It was hard for the girl not to say goodbye to her parents, to her sisters and brothers, to Mariana, but it was not to be. Father Alonso Velasquez
Velasquez
cares the
feared
feared
the
the
arguments
arguments
that
that might
might
follow
follow if
if her tensions would
were
made
made
known
known
to
to
her
her family.
family.
Mhm. As
As
the
the familiar
familiar
wooden gate
clicked,
clicked shut, Rose turned to her favorite brother. I hope all this is God's will, Ferdinand. What else could it be? I'm
I'm
not
not trying
trying
to run
run away
away
from
from
hardships.
hardships.
Of course not. In fact, you're taking more upon yourself by going to a monastery. As they walked through the streets, the girl was silent, gazing for the last time at the squat
Adobe houses,
adobe houses, the beggars, the little Indian children playing games. Suddenly, a black and white dog darted
playfully
playfully toward
toward
her.
her.
Ferdinand threw out the protecting arm. Be careful, Rose. He may bite you, and it's not too clean. He won't bite anyone, Ferdinand. He is only a puppy, but isn't it strange? He's black and white. Black and white. There you go again. So thinking about the Dominicans, Rose laughed. Not really, Ferdinand, but I do wish if there's enough time. What? I'd like to go to Santo Domingo for a last visit. The young man nodded. All right, we can spare a few minutes, I guess. Once inside Dominican church, the brother and sister separated. Ferdinand stayed near the back, while his sister went up to the right hand
Went up
up to
the
the
right,
went up the right hand aisle
the
to the
rosary
rosary
shrine.
shrine. She knelt before the golden altar dedicated to Our Lady and once more offered herself as a servant to the Blessed Mother and her Son.
Continue.
Look, I got it,
Thank
Mom.
you so much, Jen. She's gonna finish
I got it from you,
one
Mom.
chapter. Then after this, she's gonna go to bed because I have to put her early
Hmm?
so that she can wake up early in the morning also.
I got it from you.
Yeah, hurry up na because it's already 10:35.
Ha-
Help me to be
help,
good. Hurry up.
help me to be good, she prayed. Dearest Mother, ha- dearest Mother, have mercy on the poor, the suffering, the ignorant. Ask Saint Augustine to pray for me that I may save many souls as a nun in his play order.
As the
As the minutes
minutes passed,
passed, Ferdinand grew uneasy. Rose was forgetting she had promised to stay only a little while in the Dominican church. The mother abbess of the Augustinians had told her to be at the monastery for vespers. Now, if they walked quickly, they would have just enough time. He slipped out of the back seat and went rapidly up the aisle. Rose, it's time we were leaving, he whispered. The girl looked up. There was very little color in her face, and her dark eyes were wide with wonder. Ferdinand, something's happened. I can't move. It's just as though my knees were glued to the floor. What? It's true. Ever since I knelt down, I've had to stay in the same spot. There's some strange power holding me here. The young man stared. What had happened? Was his sister coming down with some strange illness, or was she playing a joke on him? One glance at her pale face, however, he knew that she spoke the truth. Something mysterious had really taken place at Our Lady's shrine. Rose really could not rise from her knees. I'll help you, he said in a shaky voice. Here, take my arm, but be quick about it. Some of the people in church are forgetting to say their prayers. There'll be a crowd over here any minute to see what's wrong. Rose took her brother's arm, but even the combined efforts of the two young people were in vain. Before the golden altar of
of
Our
Our Lady
Lady
of
of
the
the Rosary
Rosary,
was its
with its
flowers
flowers
and
and
flickering
flickering wax
wax tapers.
tapers.
Rose remained on her knees. Ferdinand looked about helplessly. What were they going to do? By now, the nuns at the monastery would be waiting for their new sister. Perhaps they would even send a messenger to the Flores house to see why she had not come. If that happened, Rose's plans would be secret no longer. Say a prayer or something, the young man suggested quickly. There must be some way to get you loose. Rose looked up at the statue of Our Lady. It had suddenly occurred to her that perhaps God did not wish her to be an Augustinian. Perhaps he had worked this wonder to prove to Don Gonzalo and others that her place was in the world, not in a convent, perhaps.
Oh,
Oh,
happy
happy thought,
thought,
she
she was
was
meant
meant
to
to be
be
a
a
Dominican tertiary
tertiary
after
after
all.
all.
There's mother, I won't be a nun if it isn't God's will. She said simply, I'll go back home and live with my family. I do my very best to serve him well there, only please let me get up. The words were no sooner out than Rose knew she could rise to her feet. Her brother stared as she stood up beside him. What, but what happened, Rose? Were you able to get up after all? The girl's dark eyes were shining. She did it, Ferdinand, the Blessed Mother. She doesn't want me to go to the monastery this afternoon. She wants me to go home. I heard her voice in my heart. The young man shook his head. What was the Mother Abbess of the Augustinians going to say
See,
to all
all
this
this
in
and
Don
Don
Gonzalo
Gonzalo
de
de
Massa?
Massa. She canceled. So, thank you
No
so
paid.
much all.
Paid na to.
Mhm. Thank you so much all for those here in the stream. So I think it's time for Tasha to go to bed. Thank you, Sisia Girl Lola, for being here in the
I'm gonna
stream.
go to.
I appreciate your support.
I'm gonna
And then
jump.
I'm gonna do a replay again on your videos. And Sis Jen, I saw you got a 4 hour video. I'm gonna run it
Look,
uh,
I have like
once I go to bed
something in here.
later. Thank you so much, Sis Jen.
Mama, I
I'm gonna
think
check your message also in the
mga ako go
Instagram.
for head.
Thank you so much for sharing the
Ano?
recipes. Bye bye.
Mang for
Have a
head
blessed night. Yeah, you're getting bald. So,
No, no,
bye.
I'm not.
Bye, Mama,
I'm not.
Papa, Godwin, Luwin, and Luna. Love
Let's
you
go
all.
na, boy.
Sweetie Pie, be safe. Love you. Yeah, we're gonna call her, but you gotta clean up. And I have to check. I gotta check your answers
And where?
into the vocabulary.
I'm not done yet.
Once you're done.
I'm not done yet.
You're not done yet.
Yes.
When are you gonna be finished? You have to finish it in the morning.
But you can check this one. Oh.
I'll just check it in now. You have to brush your teeth
In the
first.
middle, you
Yeah,
can.
then you have to brush your teeth first.
You cannot check it yet in the middle, ha?
Mm.
See, I'm done here already. Here, oh, in here.
This one, no.
This one, I'm not done here.
So, thank you so much
Hi.
all.
Hi.
Have a
Hi.
good sleep also, Sis Jen. Ay, Sis Jen. Have a good sleep, Sis Jen. And have a blessed night. Tisha, behave. Tisha.
Too much sugar.
Thank you so much, everyone. Until the next stream. It's time for Tisha to go to bed or she's getting hyper. I'm gonna have my eyeglasses broken.
Kaksana. Kaksana. Kaksana.
I'm gonna have my eyeglasses broken.
That's why. Take it off.
Bye, everyone. We love you, Sis Jen. Sis Jen, thank you so much. I'm still talking to Sis Jen, but behave, Tisha. Say goodbye na kay say goodbye to Sis Jen, Tisha.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Sis Jen. We love you. Good night. Have a blessed night. I'll check out the...
Wait, this is
I'll
my
check out
right
your-
hand.
I'll
My
check
left
out your
hand.
message.
Why does it
in
look
the-
like I'm wishing
I'll
my
check out
right
your
hand now?
message in the Instagram, and I'm gonna pin the website.
Why I'm
so that I
going in
can
the
check
right,
it
I'm
out
going in the
more
left.
in the morning. Because right now I have to put the hyperactive girl here beside me in bed. Oh.
That's view. So wide. You need plants. You're gonna plant your seeds. Plant it here. This is not open nose.
Quit playing with my forehead. Goodbye. The stream. That's enough na. Let's end the stream. Hoy! Sis Jen, be safe ha.
Bye-bye.
And have a good night and sleep well also.
My face itch.
Love you all. Mm. See, karma. You got a karma.